Your people look like they're barely holding it together.
What, you mean these nerd farmers aren't ready for Brute Squad boot camp? It was hard enough turning these pocket-protecting 4-H'ers onto vandalism, but infiltration and sabotage? It's a goddamn miracle that we've survived this long. But we're not fooling ourselves. We know at the end of the day, we're just standing with our fingers in a dike.
Yeah, well, the tide's coming in. Surviving off the grid is one thing, but if you don't start punching above your weight, you're gonna get slaughtered. If you don't think your lot's up for that, best thing would be to scatter to the wind.
If not us, then who?
You thawing on Becker yet?
A while ago, that bitch would have killed everybody in this camp. Then again, Gibson trusted her, and here she is. Can't decide if I ought to put her ass to use or get my knife and practice my Brute Squad impression.
Don't know how many times I thought an ally and I were after the same thing. I bet I could count them on one hand. But I can tell you one thing. Walker would have killed her the moment she got to camp.
That's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
Couldn't tell you. Just a thing. If I was looking for a fight, where should I go?
With Sentinel Corp? You that hard up?
Trigger finger needs its exercise.
Well, Sentinel patrols the city centers and industrial complexes pretty heavily, though there's always civilians around, so I'd keep away from those if you can help it. Then there's the settlements they built when they first got here, in the southwest and northeast, where they keep their reserve garrison and store resources.
That sounds like more fun than anybody should be allowed to have.
If you're looking for more of a skirmish, you could check out one of Auroa's many Cold War-era bunkers left courtesy of Uncle Sam. They also set up some transportable structures and took over some Skell architecture. Basically, if you see a green storage container-looking thing, Sentinel's probably nearby. Of course, if you don't feel like looking that hard, they patrol most of the island 24/7, so you could just pick a spot and wait.
How goes the ad campaign?
Can't argue with results. Gotta hand it to Sigrid.
What do you think's gonna finally get the civilians off the sidelines?
At first I was thinking of replaying the speech, but it's long. So we put our heads together and came up with some slogans and catchphrases, a couple pictures and videos that are hard to ignore. The plan's to send them through email and social feeds. One of my favorites is to take a Skell invention and ask the viewer if it'd be cool for some historical villain to have the same invention.
If not, why let Sentinel Corp have it?
Exactly.
How do the outcasts manage to sustain themselves out here?
Barely. None of us have the skills or equipment to farm or fish. Even if we did, it'd bring us a boatload of attention that we couldn't afford. Once in a while, a civilian will leave some food at a dead drop, but it's risky and never much. Best bet's always to steal from farms and raid Sentinel supplies, but of course they're protected. Then there's still the matter of getting the supplies out to as many cells as possible while avoiding detection.
Nobody thinks about food at first. That's why so many groups who call themselves revolutionaries end up as bandits. Even if you don't think it's possible now, you'll want to be careful you don't drift that way. Did you know anything about Madeira's husband being kept in the cryo chambers in eternity?
I knew he had ALS, of course, and how difficult it was for Paula when he went into a coma 5 years back. Hate to say it like this, but it seemed to me that Paula had moved on. I was surprised as shit when I heard he was still alive.
Even Skell's got his good points.
Hitler liked art.
Really? Hitler?
Skell was playing God. Just because he helped out a friend one time doesn't make him any less dangerous. Almost glad he never found a cure. He'd have had Madeira forever, not to mention something to sell for a fortune. You want to work with Skell? I can't stop you. But you'd better make sure you're using him and not the other way around.
I've dealt with a few snakes in my time. Skell's nothing special.
Whatever. You're gonna do what you want to do, so he's your problem. But don't let him become mine. If he ever compromises the outcasts, even you won't be able to protect him from me.
Worried about Sigrid now that Sentinel's after her?
She should have stayed. It's not like like we're suddenly safe with her gone.
No, just safer. Sigrid knows it's a lot bigger than her now.
We're not gonna give up on her. We'll find a way to protect her from here. She's one of us. The best of us.
Any advice for a fight in World 2.0?
The name of the game is take out their drones faster than they can launch them. It's a bitch, but That's why we always carry jammers that'll shut off any live drone or vehicle happening by. At least for a while. Another option would be to make your peace with the devil and use sync-shot drones to take out specific targets.
Sync-shot drones.
They only target humans, though. They can't target drones. There's also a variation on the Legion drone, the ones in the drone swarm. They're like little flying guns that basically take aim in any direction and wait for a signal to execute their target.
Got any lying around?
No can do. We mostly leave those things alone. Kind of goes against what we're trying to be.
Sounds like just another weapon to me.
If you're inclined, you can get them hot out of the oven from Skeltech labs or assembly lines. Hell, even some startups might have them. And come to think of it, the Omega Center ought to have plenty.
How do you manage to keep so many combat supplies for the rebellion?
Well, Sentinel keeps a close eye on frags, C4, and landmines, so they're an unholy bitch to get. Most of our explosives are homemade from flashbangs or diversion grenades we find hanging around security facilities. If you want the good stuff, you're gonna have to raid Sentinel outposts. With any luck, you might be able to find a stash in the Cold War installations, but even those tend to have a Sentinel infestation problem.
In a past life, I was an exterminator. Let me ask you something. Why South Cape Station? Liberty's right next door, and it wouldn't take much for Sentinel to surround you and cut you off from everything.
It's rare that outcast cells stay put more than a few days. Nature of the beast, I guess. With this place, we were just looking for something more permanent where we could stockpile supplies and safeguard assets. The landfill keeps away Sentinel and Skeller tourists from the capital. We're right near to our fields of operation and close enough to Sentinel that we won't show up on radar. As far as security's concerned, the Creek does a decent job of keeping us hidden, and looking out at the cabins is a bonus.
How did Sentinel Corp take control of Varroa?
Skell hired them to deal with us initially once he realized that he had some resistance against transhumanism, his own private militia. They started making arrests, so a few of us went to ground and our sympathizers followed, thinking they'd leave us alone once we were outside of the cities.
But they didn't.
Stone got permission to operate outside Liberty and Infinity, and Skell let him set up shop in the Cold War installations to patrol the wild. Once they got there, they did just enough to keep us at bay, while using us as cover to bring in men and vehicles, which he hid from Skell in some underground bunkers, which of course are now called Camp Ferret and Camp Weasel.
Son of a bitch has a sense of humor.
We were watching the whole thing happen. And when they grew strong enough, they took over. They literally came up out of the ground. Skell had no idea what hit him.
See you later, Haruhi.
Not if I see you first, Brute Squad.
You ever see this coming?
Any word on Sigrid?
I told her. Everybody told her.
You should see this.
As the leader of the organization known as the Outcast, Dr. Sigrid Bloom stands accused of espionage, damage to property, terrorism, apology for terrorism, technocide, collusion with foreign powers, and calling for civic unrest. Under the extraordinary circumstances of martial law, the Sentinel Tribunal sentences her to death.
God damn it. Where was this video made? We might have time.
I already carried out the sentence. Gibson reached out to me via a dead drop we set up when I was still part of Sentinel.
Gibson?
He and Stone never got along. I kept him up to date on what Stone was doing. But Gibson and Stone have had an official falling out.
Official how?
Gibson officially got a plane ride off Aroa.
Well, shit.
Listen, we can send my evidence of Sentinel's crimes to the US government. He already set up a meet.
There are too many unknowns here.
If we're gonna win this, we can't do it alone.
All right. But we need to meet Gibson on our terms.
Snatch and grab. Get Gibson out of Camp Fox and then meet me and Howard at a neutral RP. Then, he can take my intel and board that plane. Simple.
Yeah, something like that.
Sentinel has to be stopped. Feels good to be doing something.
Hold up. We got bad guys nearby.
Get a breacher.
Nothing to report here. Copy. Same. What?
All clear here. Enemy helicopter. Get low.
drone up. We got a radio up on site.
Hey!
Stand.
They're watching us.
Located a bad guy over there.
Shit!
Hostile activity.
We got him!
Over there.
We got no enemy
Got a
over
hostile
here,
position there.
and I'm still on the lookout. Get down, son!
All day, baby. Located a bad guy over there. I got eyes on a gun turret.
Copy auto turret. They can be taken control of. I'll show you the area.
Now we have an advantage over him.
Everybody okay? I don't see anybody in my sector.
There's a whole swarm of them.
What the?
Tell me where I can find Gibson.
He's way gone. He said he was flying back to the world today. Transport left a couple of hours ago, loaded down with his luggage. I'm not sure
What's an
where.
ID on Sniper?
Keep your head up and watch for bad guys.
Let me get my eyes on him, Ghost Lead.
Now we can see everything. Clean kill, Ghost.
I'll get a scan for you.
These results out.
That's it. location.
Now everything's crystal clear.
Remember, radio checks every hour and keep detailed notes in the log.
I'll give you a better look.
Now they can't hide.
Stay vigilant. Many hostiles in scan.
Flycatchers nearby. We have wolves in the AO now? No one's out, mate. I definitely...
Okay, let me see what we got here. Scan through a ton of hostiles. more than outnumber us. Take care.
You hear that? The sound of nothing happening.
Heads up. Bad guy over there.
Come on, just keep looking.
I'll get a better look of the area.
This'll help.
No movement to report? Yeah, I'm clear over here, too. Say, you ever get that weird lump checked out by your medic? The new
Be
sniper
careful.
said he had
Sniper up
something
ahead.
similar once not too long ago. There's a box here. Do not want that in. Get it checked.
Enemy is aware of our presence.
Nice shot.
This is stupid.
Get the hell down, man! We're under attack!
Now you're just showing off.
Marking a breacher.
Please. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Roger. Moving to target. Moving in. Set here, boss. On target. We're clear. They're gone.
Guy in my unit started collecting shit. Fucking parts. Guns, shit. Dude gave me the creeps.
You know, I could...
Roger, moving. Prepared to fire.
Hostile down, Ghostly.
Rock and roll. Hi, don't be afraid. Any idea whereabouts I could find this location?
More than happy to help you find where that is.
Thanks. Means a lot.
Go away.
You hear that?
Hostile identified. Over there.
ID'd a sniper.
Raj, getting in position. On your go, Ghost Lead. Okay, Ghost Lead. We're clear.
Solid work.
Follow.
Creature identified. Got a hostile position there.
This is stupid. There's no one here. You know you're a really good person. How about a little off?
Oh shit.
We're gonna
Sniper.
learn stuff, lots of stuff. God, I hate this job.
Holy shit. Nice shot, boss. Bad guy spotted.
Creature on target.
Doubt ghosts will show up. It's too quiet here.
Whoa! I found a body! Jesus!
Hostile identified. Over there. Commander of the objective. Located a bad guy. Over there. Saw a sniper. Sniper in the area. Spotted one there.
Back is killing me.
Got a hostile position there. Crap. The recon drone.
Hey man, all good on my side. Good on my side.
Recon drone. Scanning the area.
No.
We are wildly outnumbered. Be careful. Got one. Over there. I'll size him up. Starting scan.
Shit.
Hostiles have been alerted.
Stay vigilant. Many hostiles on scan. Moving to the target.
We are under fire. Enemy
Copy, boss. Moving there.
Got that sniper.
All set. Getting in position.
Breacher sighted.
Hostile in sight. Killed him.
Nice shooting. Look alive, Gibson. You're coming with me.
You? I don't understand.
Becker says to trust you, but I'm not even sure I trust her. Come on.
Maneuvering now, boss. Ready, boss.
Got him. They're down.
Good hits.
Maneuvering in position. Set here, boss.
Got a hostile.
Clear. They're gone.
Well done.
Alright, heads on! We're not alone!
Get going. I'll find a way to catch up.
You're the one who saved Becker when she tried to leave Aroa, aren't you? How is she?
As well as can be expected.
I don't really know what to expect, so...
Then I guess you'll find out.
Why didn't Becker just meet me at the rendezvous I set up?
Don't you think it's a good thing she didn't?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Where are we headed? Am I going to meet Haruhi Ito?
Did Sigrid tell Sentinel about her? About any of the outcasts?
I know everything about the outcasts. Could have gone after Haruhi anytime. But she's small time, and I don't like martyrs. I'm saying, if my orders were to exterminate your people, I could have. But it just... something didn't smell right.
Got you covered. Get him!
Hey, I heard gunshot!
Heavy down. That's it. Bagman's dead.
Becker. You okay?
Still in one piece, sir.
You guys look like you were balled up and rolled down a hill.
Yeah. There was no flight. A couple of Sentinel soldiers grabbed him from his plane.
Yeah. I was never supposed to get off this island.
How the hell are we supposed to get this information out?
You tried twice, and you failed twice. Third time won't be the charm.
He's right.
So we just give up? After all the shit we've been through? And Sigrid?
Nomad is saying that there is no superhero that's gonna swoop in and wipe out Sentinel. It's us. It always has been. If anyone is going to save Aroa, it'll be the outcasts.
Not without better training.
Becker and I can help with that.
Stone may not be your BFF anymore, but you gotta make your bones before you can get a gun.
Where the hell else am I gonna go?
You just stay in your lane, Gibson. I got my eyes on you.
In the meantime, our network is still out there, giving us the skinny on Sentinel. It's time we started striking back.